I'm the Chief Executive Officer for the North Saskatchewan Division of the Corps of Commissionaires here in Saskatoon. Probably back in grades 11. I was living in Kentville, Nova Scotia, and playing lots of golf and that type of thing and sports. And I golfed lots with the local RCMP officer that was a sergeant there. And he looked like he had a pretty cool job. And I started asking more and more questions on the golf course with him. And he said, why don't you apply? So during my 18th birthday, I applied, and shortly after turning 19, got accepted and went into the RCMP depot in Regina back in September of '75. My first job, I was posted to a detachment that was actually 17 miles north of Regina, where we went through training. So all the other troop mates in my troop were heading to Newfoundland, Ontario. I wanted to move back east, but there was a policy of the day that you wouldn't get your home province. So I got Saskatchewan, and I was a little negative, but once I moved out to Lumsden and enjoyed the rural setting and general detachment work, it was the best 2.5 years of my life before I moved on to my next posting. In the last 9 years as CEO here, it's the most enjoyable job and rewarding job I've had. By the time I applied and started working with Commissionaires, I think I can thank the RCMP and thank the provincial government for giving me that experience and I guess life skills to make it a very easy transition. And what I did note right from the start was that with our veterans and some of our managers at our office, that I had a very secure ship, if you will, with much talent that was untapped. And I think that was my starting point. And with lots of help and support, we were able to branch into the commercial contracts at work. And today our division has doubled from when we started, thanks to the staff, and I was able to fulfill a lot of projects and a lot of key initiatives with their support. So it's been very rewarding, and in fact it still remains rewarding. It's been a real good transition. It's something I would never predicted. I knew Commissionaires when I was in the RCMP. They were the cell guards, and they were basically the payroll service. And other than that, once in a while there'd be one of the supervisors would come up from Regina to Yorkton, Saskatchewan, and just see if everything's okay, and bring some kit and clothing for our guards that were in Commissionaire outfit. But otherwise, I never knew much more, even when I went into my interview for the CEO's position here. I had to be honest to the interview panel and say, this is my only exposure, as opposed to really understanding the veteran piece and the strong tradition that Commissionaires have. Commissionaires has lots of opportunities. It's exciting work for those that miss the military and the regime and the routine, and wearing uniform with pride and belonging to an organization. It is a great fit. And for those that are highly skilled or wanting to advance, there is opportunities.